is a pivot table? By definition, it is a summary of your data packaged in a chart that lets you report on and explore trends based on your information. In simple terms, it helps us in summarizing large volume of data stored in table and present as a report. Pivot tables are among the most useful and powerful features in Excel. You can take an extremely large volume of data set and see the relevant information you need in a clean, concise and manageable way. It lets you group your data in different ways so you can draw helpful conclusions more easily. The difference between a normal table and a pivot table is, once you create a normal table filled with formula, you cannot rotate the orientation of data or arrange the data in different style easily. But here in pivot table, you can rotate or pivot the data in the table to view it from a completely different angle, from a completely different perspective in just 2 seconds. To be clear, you are not adding or subtracting or otherwise changing your data when you make a pivot. Instead, you are simply reorganizing the data so you can reveal useful information. Are you thinking that you are not a data analyst? So why do you need to know pivot table? To let you know that pivot tables offer you user-friendly ways to quickly summarize large volume of data. They can be used to better understand, display and analyze numerical data in detail. So it will help you in presenting your data in much more meaningful manner. If you are in sales, this will help you to compare your sales information of different products, show product sales as a percentage of total sales, combine and clean duplicate data, and many more in just few seconds. If you are in HR, this will help you in getting an employee headcount for separate departments, their cost to the company in different heads, their CTC trends in comparison of mean, max and average, etc. Simply like this. Sounds exciting? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Simply HR by Dalia. I am Dalia Chaudhary and in this video, I am going to walk you through the process of creating a pivot table and show you just how simple it is. First, let's take a step back and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more such useful contents and hit the like button. Let's start. So I have taken a set of data to show you various features and tricks under pivot table. In this Excel file, I have 2 sheets. One is named as sales and the other is named as HR. So I am showing you both the sheets. You can see I have a large volume of data. You can have even more data in your file. This is an example file, so I have created this much for you. So you can see that in this data sheet, I have captured various data related to sales. So to start with pivot table, you click your cursor on any cell. You don't need to select all the cells because once you click on pivot table, it will take your complete table. So click on insert and then click on pivot table. So you can see a small window has appeared. So you can see the table range. It has selected your full table. Then you can see there are 2 options. One is new worksheet and one is existing worksheet. This means that your pivot table will be created either on this existing worksheet or you can create a new worksheet for it. For ease of understanding and comparison, I am creating the pivot table within the existing worksheet only. So I am clicking on it. You need to identify the location from here where you want to create your pivot table. So I am selecting the first cell. So from here the pivot table will be created. You click on OK. You see a pivot table has already created. Now you need to capture data on it. So there are 2 ways to do it. One is this method. In this method, you have all the data against this pivot table at the right side of your window. You can select from here. You can see from here you have 4 sections. I will explain you all the sections. And there is another way of doing it, which is drag and drop method, which I will also show you at the end. Let's start from here. So you can see all the headings are appearing in this window itself. So let me explain you these 4 windows. The data which you want to put in the rows, you need to put over here. The data which you want to capture under columns, you need to put over here. The data which you need to calculate and give you some value, you need to put under this values window. And the data which you want to capture under filter, you have to give over here. Okay, so I am putting location under filter. Then I want under location department wise sales figures. Okay, so I am putting department in rows. As you can see, I have 4 departments which are appearing under this section. So I want now department wise sales value. So you put the value in the values window. See, simple. You can see that department wise total sales figures in this small table. Click on this filter. You can see the locations. So there are 3 locations in my data sheet. You can select multiple locations from here. So you deselect all and click on the location Kolkata only and click on OK. The data will show you for Kolkata only. If you change the location from Kolkata to Delhi, click on OK. The data will show you for Delhi only. So now you may want to see department wise, product wise total sale. So you put product under department in the rows. All the products under each department are showing over here along with the total sales value. Isn't it simple? So now it is all up to you how you want to present your data or how you need to present your data. You have the data, you have the fields. Now you can mix and match and show and report your data. See, these 4 windows, you can just interchange and see how the data is getting changed. Suppose you don't want location to reflect over here. You click off the location. Location will be removed. Suppose you want department to come under the filter. You just click on department, drag and drop in this window. Department has gone upwards. You may want to change the look of the table. So you go to the design tab, click on design tab. The design templates are already available over here. You click on any design, it will be reflected in your table. You don't have to select the rows, columns, headings and give colors and all. All the preset templates are over there. You can just select and change your table look and feel. Now suppose you want to put the year on filter. Click on here. It will come over here. Now let me take the data sheet in HR and show you the other way of doing it. So this is another data set in which I have captured the employee names, location of posting, their salary bands and their CTC. So I want to create a pivot table from this data. So I am clicking on the insert, clicking on pivot table. The same way I want to choose if I want to do it in the existing worksheet or in the new worksheet. Chalo, let's do in a new worksheet for this time. So I'm clicking on it. You can see that pivot table has been opened in a new worksheet. Now, like the previous way, we have already this pivot table fields option in the right side of your window. You right click on this pivot table, click on pivot table options. So this window will open for you. Here you can see different tabs, printing, data, all text like this. You need to choose display from this window. Click on display. Next, you click on classic pivot table layout. See, it is here classic pivot table layout. This classic pivot table layout will enable you drag and drop your data into the right field. So I am clicking on it. Clicking on OK, you can see the look of the pivot table has changed over here. You can click on the data, drag and drop over here. Suppose I want to see the same thing. I want to see location wise or department wise, location wise CTC. So I am clicking on the department and dragging and dropping it over here. So drag and drop. Click on that particular data, drag and drop. Then you want to bring location of posting under the same. So again the same thing, I'm clicking on location, dragging it and dropping under the departments. See, against the department all the locations are showing. I want to see two things. One is I want to see location wise, department wise total CTC. So what I'll do, I will click on the total fixed CTC and then clicking, dragging and dropping in this field. So you can see department wise, location wise total CTC are showing. Now I want to see the head count of the employee in this field. When you are putting something in the field section, by default it will summarize the value. Now I want to calculate the head count in each location. I am taking the name. So I am clicking and then dragging and dropping in this window. See, when the borders of the column is highlighted, then I am releasing my drop. I am again showing it to you. I am deselecting name first, clicking on the name, dragging, you can see, dragging. Now I am touching the border of the column. You can see it is highlighted now. I am releasing my cursor. So you can see count of names are appearing, which means that you can get the head count of the employee in this location. How to read this data? In administration department, you have these locations. So at Asansol, you have one employee under administration. At Bangalore, you have 3 employees under administration and their total CTC is this. Isn't it simple? So this way you can create your pivot table, you can report your data in whatever format you want. You can choose to insert a data in a row or in a column depending upon your requirement. Depending upon your report structure, you can drag and drop each field in the right section. Let me show you some more interesting things. Sometimes you need to present your data in a chart format along with your data report. So here you can create charts in just 2 seconds. Let me show it to you. From this pivot table, you can see, you go to pivot chart option. Click on the pivot chart. You select any design you want for your chart. Suppose I am selecting column only. Click on OK. Your chart is ready. I am just dragging it over here. You can increase the size of the chart for a clarity. So now we want to see year wise, department wise product sales. So I have taken these 3 data set. You can just click anywhere within the pivot table, click on the pivot chart, select the chart design, click on OK and your chart is ready. You can add the data labels in the chart, you can change the chart design, you can change the colors of the chart, that's up to you. Here I am not explaining you how to create the chart, but if you already know how to create the chart, you can change the color of it, you can change the design of it, you can add the labels, you can add the legends, etc. etc. From the HR pivot table also we can create a chart. Let's see. To create a chart, you need to go to pivot table analyze tab. Under that you need to click on pivot chart. You select the design from here. You click on OK. Your chart will be created. Let me show you another useful and important feature as a bonus. Just follow me. You go to pivot table analyze, click on insert slicer. So when you are clicking on insert slicer, you can see all the heads we have incorporated in the data sheet. We want to see department wise, year wise product sales. So I have selected year and department and click on OK. So you can see 2 windows have come. I have 3 years data, which 3 years are shown here. I have 4 departments and the department names are also showing over here. Now see the magic. Now you want to see in the year 2004 what was the performance of the departments. You click on the 2004. See, your chart has changed. You can now see only the data for 2004 for all the departments. And in this data also, it is already filtered for you. Okay, let's do another thing. Suppose now we want to see what was the performance of the department electronics in 3 consecutive years. What you need to do? You need to click on the department electronics and you need to select all 3 years. See, I have done that. Now you can see the department electronics and their product sales in 3 consecutive years. So from the chart you can see the department electronics has done a very good product sales in the year 2004 and it has again dropped its sales in the year 2005. You are presenting your data in much more meaningful and easy manner so that anyone can make out what is the trend of the business. If you want to impress your manager with a nicely prepared report along with summarized data, reports, charts to represent the trends and the slicer so that managers can change the data by themselves, the pivot table is just for you. Hope you have found this video useful. For many such useful contents, please subscribe to my channel and keep watching. Please write in the comment section if you want me to cover and explain any other feature from Microsoft Word, Excel and PowerPoint. Till then, bye bye, take care.